this. This is a slightly different video situation. Got myself a decent camera. Instead of just using my phone, I'm using a GoPro now with a selfie stick. Wow. Anyways, say hi to Garrett. Garrett, say hi. Hi. So we are headed out to my place of work to do some work on this truck. I got a whole list of things I got to do. Whole bunch of parts I bought. Whole bunch of parts I probably didn't need, but yeah. So we are headed there right now, and I'll update you when we get there. All right, so here we are. I've got my 1992 Chevy C1500 Fleetside that we are working on today. And what are we working on today? So this thing has a miss on cylinder number 8, which is all the way back there. And so what I've done so far is, not sure if you can see it, but back there I've already replaced the distributor and the spark plug wire and the spark plugs, all of that, and to no avail. So today, or yesterday, I guess I should say, yesterday I bought a Distributor because, damn it, because it's the only thing thus far that I hadn't replaced in the ignition system. Oh, and the coil. I got the coil also. And hopefully that's gonna be enough to get it firing on that cylinder again, because if it's not ignition components, it's not fuel, because all the other cylinders are firing just fine, then it would have to be compression, and I don't want it to be compression. So, because this was a, not sure if I mentioned yet, but it was a $500 truck, and I don't want to spend a bunch of money on a $500 truck, at least not more than I've already spent, which is probably no more than another $500. But we got a lot of stuff to do today. We have got, I need to get some better lighting, but we've got an air filter, we've got oil and a filter, we've got for the, excuse the mess by the way, I've been kind of living in this thing. We've got a blower motor and a blower motor resistor, because the AC works, the compressor works, and it gets cold when I'm driving, but it does not get, it doesn't blow on low and medium, and when it's on high, the cage fan sounds like it's juggling squirrel skulls. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. Also, look at that, I still got the original little light here. I'm not gonna mess with it right now, but it does work. Yes. Finally, cocoon can. And let's see what else. The cruise control does not work. I don't know why, if it's a wire or if it's a cable issue. Hopefully I'll look into that today. I also have a replacement taillight for this, piece of fine engineering. I don't know how that, it's just screwed on from the inside, just like my Jeep was. I will get one for this side, because once I put that side on, it's gonna look way different, obviously, but I'll get one for this side. I think that one's original. But I got my jack stands, I got my Rhino ramps, I got my oil thing, so we should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the tail lights, and I'm gonna put a fan on the engine to cool it down, because I just drove here and she's a little toasty. So yeah. And to, oh, I really should have gotten a belt. Look at that. I keep forgetting to buy that damn thing. To address the elephant, I guess, in the room, the elephant titties, the BMW is gone. I did sell the BMW because it was being more trouble than it was worth. It was worth $3,000, which is what I sold it for. surprisingly. But with all the issues that it had, with all the things that I had replaced, I didn't want to put any more money or time into it, and it wasn't necessarily even getting me views on YouTube. So it was its time was ticking already. So some point in this video I'll go through all the other things that are wrong with this truck. There's not really a lot, surprisingly, because it is a 31-year-old truck, and you would expect there to be a lot wrong with it, but there's really not. So I'm gonna get set up here, get my fans set up, and then start doing some taillights, and hopefully maybe I'll either have some decent time-lapse footage, or maybe I'll just set up the tripod and we'll start recording. I don't know, we'll see. Let's go. Welcome to the back of the truck. So right now we are going to replace this wonderful tail light here. Get rid of this, piece of crap, obviously. I mean, look at it. It falls right apart. I even got the back connector plate. I have the one for the passenger side as well. Oh, while we're in here, might as well just take out these light bulbs so we don't shatter nothing. Since we're here and all, get out there. So this is gonna be held on by two of these little screws here. Phillips had, of course, because GM from the 90s. And here we have the business end of this business. What kind of screw is that? Is that like an 8mm? Hold on a second. Now I'm over here looking for what I can only assume to be 8mm. I don't know if GM used metric. Not 8. Gonna be 7. Not a 7. How about a 6? Not even a 6. Are we working with standard here? How about a 9/32? No. You'd think I'd have gone for the quarter first. How about a 7/32? No. What in the hell? Do I have a quarter? Does one exist in this situation here? Yep. I don't know where this socket came from. It's a quarter. Should have known. It's one of them American trucks with an American size. From America. I'm used to working on German cars where everything is millimeters and Torx bits and specialty bits and piece of shit. Alright, we got our connector off here. Don't worry about all that. Rubber's still good on it. Wires don't look chipped. I'd say the wiring's probably fine. So we're going to take this. Make sure we got the plastic out of the way here. Ooh, before I do that, I'm going to take this old job right here. Take these light bulbs and clean them up a little bit. Make them good and shiny, Now I can only assume that these are all the same. Oh, they're not. Oh no. They're not even close to the same. Well, one's different. 3156, the rest are 3057. So I'm going to assume, probably wrongly so, that the 3156 is going to be reverse. So reverse it is. And reverse it shall be. We're going to clean up the rest of these bulbs here. Bulbs are not blown. They actually look good. They're just dusty as hell from being in a taillight bulb that was essentially just hanging open for X amount of years. Get that popped in there. China, this ain't never gonna work now. Ask me about putting metric or non-standard or Ford parts on a Chevy. Ask me and I'll tell you why it's a bad idea. I tried putting Motorcraft plugs in this thing because they were, you know, really cheap, and you know, I assumed that it would be fine, but that's really when all of this ignition hooey majooey started, and you know, I haven't slept a good night since. So don't mix your brands, folks. That's why I put high quality AC Delco in this thing. Sarcasm. If you haven't picked yourself up one of these magnificent snap-on swiveling head ratchets, go ahead and get you one. It's quarter drive. You'll thank yourself. Anyways, get this plug on here. Get the old snap. And go ahead and set her in there. And hopefully she fits all the way in. Oh, she's got little tabs here. Hold your horses. Maybe this is why the original one was, oh, that was a noise. Hopefully that was a good noise. Go to your home. It's where you were built to be. Why are you fighting me like this? It's because I tried to use a metric socket on you, isn't it? You just didn't like that. They want you to just beat on them a little bit, you know? That's what all GM cars really want. Get on over here. Hold on. There you go. Oh no, it's already broken. Piece of crap. Man, I have a worse luck with parts like this. This was an off-the-shelf part from O'Reilly's, by the way. Never had a car where you could just go and buy things off the shelf. Like on a literal shelf. Not they had to go to the back to get it. No, this was in a plastic thing hanging on a shelf. Crazy. Well, you get the idea. We are installed. Now, come on over here for the best part. You ready for this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. It looks way too nice for this truck. And it almost kind of matches this side, which, see, somebody tried to do the same damn thing here that I did. It broke in the same spot. That's why you gotta buy the OEM stuff, okay, folks? Now let me get my tools out of the way so we can see what this looks like. Oh yeah, way better. Way better. I bet she even works. Okay, here we are. I got the resistor, which is behind here, these two screws, and then there's two more. They're all 7mm. And then the blower motor I got in, and I just tested it. I'll go ahead and test it again, but you know, don't worry about that noise. That's unrelated. So we'll go ahead and turn on AC. Listen to that, we got 3 speeds now. Hot damn. And it's even blowing air out, which means it's probably going the right way. Woo. Hell yeah. And see, that stops eventually. That's the recirc outside air. valve, so I'm not terribly worried about it at the moment. I don't have a replacement actuator for it, but that's in another video, I'm sure, because that thing's going to be a pain in the ass to get to because it's all the way down there somewhere. But I digress. So I'm going to put this back together, and then we'll start looking into the stuff in the engine compartment. Okay, we got it all back together. I mean, it's as back together as it's gonna get. But I wanted to show you something real quick. Check this out. Heartbeat of America. It's the emergency key, but check this out. So you pull these little things out, and they are essentially like plastic one-time use spare keys, and you're supposed to get them cut when you get your door and ignition key cut for the truck. But I thought that was pretty cool. This also has in here, we also have this, which are the original key codes for the truck. Now I don't know if these are ignition or door keys. Hopefully they're door keys, because I don't have any door keys, so I can't lock the truck. Hopefully they're door keys and I can go ahead and get those locked finally. There's no way to shut that. But anyways, I'm gonna get cleaned up in here. I am done inside. We've got working AC and a working blower motor. So we're gonna go ahead and move up to the engine compartment so we can do the distributor and the coil. That's gonna be fun. But here we go. All right, got a new battery in the GoPro. I don't know how much storage this memory card has left in it, but I don't know. We're just gonna go until it, it happens. But I wanted to show you my my setup for doing the distributor change on this. We got these steps that are movable. When you work on aircraft, you have to have a lot of custom-ish tools, and obviously I got some protectors here, and I'm gonna be working back there. I got my headlamp on so I can see, because I couldn't find any stick lights or anything. I got Garrett in here doing some vacuuming. Thanks, Garrett, you're doing a great job. And we're just going. I'm gonna hop in there. I'm also gonna replace replace some plug wires, because those are old, and I might as well have replaced everything else. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know if I'm going to get to this, but I'm going to try to. I've got a what the hell's it called? Carrier bearing for the drive shaft, and I've got a coil here. Replacement coil, blue streak, of course. So we can throw this on there, because why not? So let me get you guys set up. I'm gonna possibly do a time lapse on this one, and I'll get this changed out. Okay, so here we have the old distributor. I finally got it out. Kept note of all of the directions this thing was facing, but look at that rust in there and all the corrosion, and I'm genuinely not surprised that I'm having a misfiring issue. Also, mud dauber, because why not? So here's the new one. Look at that, how shiny it is, brand new. I'll make sure to clock this in the right direction, throw it back in, and then we've got the new blue streak ignition coil here. Here's the old one. Probably wasn't anything wrong with it, but if I'm in here replacing stuff, I might as well just do it. I'm gonna take out all the, I'm gonna do all the spark plug wires one at a time so I don't lose track. I'm also not gonna use the cap and rotor that came with this thing because it looks kind of cheesy. I'm gonna use the blue streak one that I already got, mostly because I've already got cylinder 1 marked out. I'm gonna write the rest of the cylinders on there before I forget. And then yeah, I got the rotor over there. Let's get this thing thrown in quick and get it started and see what it runs like. Okay, well, there we are. Got all of the things done. Got the new distributor in there and the new coil. And it's pointing more or less where it needs to point. Hopefully I got it right, but I guess we'll find out if it doesn't. Here's the old coil. Here's the old distributor. And I got all the old spark plug wires out, installed all the new ones, so you know what, I might keep those just in case. But anyways, I'm gonna set you guys up in the engine bay here, and I'm gonna go twist on the key and see what makes noise. You guys let me know if there's any fireworks. Oh, yeah. Where my keys at? Alright, here we go. When I was doing the blower motor, so I wonder if it needs to relearn everything. So I'm going to give it a couple minutes here to warm up, and it already sounds better, by the way. It's not. So we've idled down to about 1,000 RPM. Let me get you guys in here. So we idled down to about 1,000. When I stick it in reverse, it dies. That ain't good. Uh-oh. Something tells me the timing might be off a little bit. I don't know. So here we are back up at like 1,100. On reverse. Stumbling a little bit. Neutral. Idles back up. Go to drive. Doesn't seem like it likes life right now. See, right now it seems fine. This is about what I would expect. Let's let it idle down here and see what it does. A couple of little hitches here and there. See what happens when I turn the AC on. Got it idled up. We got fan. Got all the fan. die. Man, I can't. I'm pretty sure that's timing, but how the hell do you freaking, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna look into this and report back when I got some kind of update. Okay, so guess what? I think I got the timing figured out. I am by no means an expert in timing vehicles, but I do know that when you point number 1 cylinder directly down the center line of the engine, then the cap number 1 should probably line up with that as well, and it was not, because I'm dumb. But anyways, here goes. Here's upgraded timing. Turn on the so you can see the gauge, but listen to that. She's just purring. I could put a glass of water on this dash right now and it'd barely be moving. Gotta let it idle down here. See where it ends up at. Right around 700. Oh, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. God, man, this thing sounds so much better when it's firing on all 8. Imagine that. But here's reverse. It doesn't die. Neutral. Let's drive. Oh, we'll even turn on some AC. Oh, look at that. Way more stable. Way better. Oh. I would even wager to call this fixed. Man. Who knew, right? Alright. Next up, I'm going to see what's wrong with the cruise control. And, oh, I need to clean up these spark plug wires. Don't let me forget now, because I will. What else do I have over here? I don't even remember. Oh, filters, oil change, and if I can get to it, carrier bearing. But it's already been like 3 hours. I don't know if I want to be here all day, but you know what? I might as well. I got all the stuff to do it, so I'm gonna say we're done with the distributor and the coil, and my number 8 not firing issue has been solved. So I'll go ahead and get the Earl changed. Filter, you know, no big deal. It just goes in that big old can back there. But the carrier bearing, on the other hand, is a whole other beast. Because to get that sucker, and you can see it's moved, it's shitty, and I hate it. But I had to drop this whole drive shaft and take out these bolts that probably haven't been removed since the early 90s, and remove those bolts over there, and drop the drive shaft and drop this cross. Well, I don't think I have to drop the cross member, actually. No, it's riveted in, so I can't drop that. So yeah, so that'll be the last thing I do if I do it. If not, I'll just suffer it for a couple more days, I guess. Look at that brand new fuel filter over there. Man, I'm so responsible. Anyways, I'm gonna get going here. Get a couple more things done. Maybe we can go out and test drive it. I don't know. All right, so now it is oil change time. I already got the cap off for easy breathing. Something back here appears to be leaking. Several somethings. I wonder what kind of oil filter that is. And that drain plug is crusty. And by crusty, I mean juicy. Oh, first try with the 9/16 actually. Move this back here. Oh, let's go ahead and get a little double action going on here. Am I done? What am I doing? No, that's not right. What? How do I do this? Oh, I need to do that right this way, but I can't because it's dumb. Not this one. There we go. Oh, God. Let me go wipe off that plug real quick before I get that off there. Got me some brake cleaner for all these brakes I'm working on. Man, that old oil is just peeling off of that thing. Oh my God. This qualifies as the most dirty oil plug I've ever touched. Now this oil is going to be nice and hot, of course. Move this. Get you back in position here. Right in the pan there. Good. Check out my plug here. I don't know if this is magnetic, but there's nothing on it, so I'll count that as a win. Why not? Clean this up the rest of the way. Oil looks nice and black. Not that there's anything wrong with black, it's just that oil looks like it hasn't been changed in probably 15 years or so. Probably had something to do with the low oil pressure. Lower than normal oil pressure, I should say. Alright, get the rest of this drained out and I'll see you guys back up topside. Just kidding. You thought I was going to let you leave without watching me try hopelessly to remove this disgustingly brown oil filter here. Oh. Of course it wouldn't just twist off. No, it's got... Oh, God, it's just so coated in crap. Oh, my God. I don't know if maybe the oil was just never changed on this thing, or what. I mean, look at this. This is just bizarre. I didn't even tell what brand this is, but it's white. I can tell you that. Let me get a little brake cleaner on this bad boy. Just soaks the oil right off of there. Look at that. Brake cleaner has to be the best invention mankind has ever produced, other than German sports cars. It's an AC Delco PF29. Imagine that. Wait a minute. No, it's not. What is this? There's an application interchange on this, but the brand is on the other side and I can't see it. Oh no, of course it's too tight to turn my hands, so I'll be right back. Oh, I just got the cheapest oil filter strap wrench known to man here from old Pennzoil. See if we can get old Bessie to budge here. Oh, look at that. Turn right off of there. Wow. It is a Pronto PO4631. It's going to be there. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? Of course, I ain't got no gloves, and this oil's about 900 degrees, give or take. Guess while that's draining, I'll go ahead and slap this back on. Not too tight. Not too tight. Okay, there we go. Got the Earls out. Don't dump that in there. This will never get out. That old oil orifices cleared up there. Get it nice and wiped down. You know, let me just go grab the other oil filter quick and I'll throw it on there. Get some old oil here and put it on my O-ring. We definitely don't have an O-ring still on there. You know, I have been there before. We all have. Don't lie. I can hear you already saying no, I've never done that. Yes, you have. Don't lie. I can smell it. You can smell it on your breath. Whew. So this is a Wix 51060 oil filter here. I developed an affinity for Wix after my boy Derek, you know. If a man that's done that many revivals in his day can swear by it, surely so can I. So, let me drag myself out of here. Let me shine my old flashlight in here. I don't see no sparkly stuff. I do see some sludgy stuff, but you know, this thing probably ran on conventional oil for most of its life, and I don't know if you can see in there, but she ain't the cleanest gal, but you know, she's probably worked the hardest. So let me get my funnel set up and get some more Earls in it. I guess I'll go ahead and tell you what I'm running here. Got I got the Castrol Edge high mileage. Got 6 whole quarts of this, so you know, we're running that good stuff. Yeah, when I ran my European cars, this is all I ran. Liqui Moly. Who needs to spend $50 for 5 quarts of oil? No, you know, oil is oil, and I know that's not true. What I'm saying is I'm not going to spend that much on oil, especially not for a 31-year-old truck like this. So let me get set up here and I'll get you that nice slow-mo pour going there. Hello in there. Hello. Can you hear me? I got 5 quarts of this Castrol high mileage Edgelord oil here. I don't have a preferred brand. I don't have preferred consistency. I'm not one of those people that swears by anything. I just use what's cheap, or I use what's right. And what's right ain't always cheap, but what's cheap is always right. Woo! Playing in the danger zone here. How about that? Is that better? Oh, that's better-ish. Sure. I got the filter on down below. I got the drain plug on, hopefully. We'll find out. And we're just gonna trickle a couple gallons of Earl down this thing here, apparently. Got this tiny filter, you know, for minimum flow. This isn't even the thickest oil I could put in this thing. Oh, we're just gonna drink it on down there. Slurp it on down. I'm probably gonna make you watch all of this. What I got here is 5 quarts, but you know, depending on which forum you look on, and the 90s wasn't too specific apparently on the forums here. I do have the owner's manual, but it's all the way over there, and I don't feel like looking at it. 5.1 quarts, 4.9 quarts, 4.7 quarts. So what we're gonna do is split the difference of all of them, and we're gonna put 5 quarts in. I have another quart if we feel like it's low. I got the dipstick. Biggest difference between American cars and my actually any car really in my BMW. Did you know that BMWs don't always have dipsticks? Not something I knew when I spent $3 grand on a BMW. Not at all. So I'm up under the hood looking for somewhere to check the Earl, and yeah, you know what? There ain't nowhere. The only place in that car to check the oil is you gotta go into the menus, run it for 6 miles or 30 minutes, whichever comes first, and then you can check the oil on the onboard computer. Now, if you are low on oil, or you got bad oil, or you got water in your oil, you ain't gonna know until it's clacking. You know what I mean? Terrible design. Quit taking away jobs from mechanics, all right? Quit. Actually, no. You're giving more jobs to mechanics. Quit taking jobs away from the everyman. You know what I mean? Quit taking away stuff from the DIY guys. That's why we all keep buying these ratty ass 92 Chevys, all right? Because you know what? You have to do everything yourself on this one. Not that it's expensive to pay someone else to do it, but if you could do it, you got 30 minutes of time, you can do just about anything on this truck. Alright, so we got it all dripped down there. Do I want to... I'm not going to add the 0.1 until I've run the engine, gotten all the journals filled up, gotten the filter plugged, or not plugged, gotten the filter all soaked. And then we'll look into the 0.1 if we need it. All right, here we go again. Got the back jacked up. We are going to be removing this drive shaft to get to this center support bearing. So this 15, and those on the front and rear U-joints are going to be 7/16. So I'm going to remove... I'm going to be removing these first. Let me slap those out quick. Oh, and naturally it's spinning on the top. I wonder what size that is. BRB. Well, it looks like they're 15 on the top and bottom. So let's get this zipped out. Thing is dirty. Quite dirty. Keep your hardware together, folks. Don't lose it. Because then what? Oh, God, this is filthy. Filthy, so dirty. Alright, I'm gonna zip this other one out. Hello. Is this a 15? Is it not a 15? No, it is. I'm just dumb, I guess. Maybe that bolt's too long. Let's try it this way. Now I can probably gotta excavate it first before you can put the socket on it. Okay, got that one out. Got the floor nice and dirty again. Very nice, very nice. I'm gonna leave these here by this intersection so I know where they go. And we're going to shift over to the ear. I'm gonna swap out this. Now we're at 7/16. Well, I gotta do some yoga real quick. There we go. Alright. That's out. What's going on here? Damn plate's gone AWOL in here. Well, that's gonna be stuck for a moment until we get the drive shaft out, but I'm gonna leave these just threaded in like so, just in case. Probably gonna have to pop those out of there with something. But let's go on over to the front side. Well, it would seem I'm dumb. So this one doesn't have the 7/16 on the yoke. This just slips in. Man, I wish I had that. I wish I had that tail seal. You know, I might run and grab that real quick while we got this apart, because I don't want it to be leaking all my precious red blood out. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we are headed over to the O'Reilly's to grab a transmission rear seal. I don't know if you noticed, but it was leaking pretty good, so I decided it was best, since it's already apart, just go grab the seal and get it replaced. And that way I won't have to take it off again, hopefully. Alright, it is now 7 o'clock. Last video clip I recorded was at 3 or 4 p.m. So I took out the transmission seal because it was leaking, And I thought, what the hell, you know, plenty of shops in town will be overflowing with outbutt shaft seals for a 92 Chevy freaking pickup truck. So 3 hours later, I found this, which is not the same part number, but it's the same diameter and it has the same inside diameter. This is what Advanced Auto gave me. I don't know, but I can't leave this truck here overnight. I got the original part number showing up at AutoZone tomorrow, but I'd really like to have this out of here tonight. So I'm gonna attempt to install this one, and you know, it'll seal or it won't. And if it doesn't, then I guess it's gonna sit here overnight, but I'd like to get this done so I can get out of here. Anyways, I'll be back in a sec.